Hari Hari. Gauranga Radha Guru Nityananda. Guru Krishna Guru Krishna Priya Jai Guru Krishna Abhay Srinivasa Hari Rasa Murari Mukunda. Gaura Preme Smara Smarane Srinivasa Hari Rase Gaura Preme Smarane Upasana Nana Jiva Raghunatha Nanda. Jadi Vajan Kure Upasana Tane Smaran Jadi Vajan Kure Krishna Prema Jadi Chaore Brahmanande Smara Krishna Prema Jadi Chaore Baba Thakur ki jai. Alive? Buongiorno a tutti. Good morning. Sawadika. Welcome to London Sri Chaitanya SCSMath morning program on this still dark morning. Brahma Muhurta. We're very keen. And we're in London. We were in central London last night on Harinam Sankirtan with so many people. Oh my goodness. So the devotees are all safely home and happy. So I thought this morning we can carry on with Search for Sri Krishna, because we're in the it's a very timely chapter in this Christmas season, because the title of the chapter, I think, is Beyond Christianity. Is that right? Is that what it's called? And we're sort of we're more than, it's quite a long chapter, and we're coming towards the end of it. Maybe we'll finish it now. But it's a very suitable chapter to read at this time of year, and to have some understanding. So, Jai Srila Gurudev, Jai Srila Bhaktisinoda Govindadev, Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, and Srila Bhakti Rakshak Siddha Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. So we'll carry on with that. And anyway, I don't even know where we are exactly.
No, I think we're actually at the beginning of...
Are we?
The Krishna conception. I mean, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think that.
Okay, wonderful.
Page 127.
Yeah.
Oh, way far more ahead than I am. Okay, wonderful. So we're not where I was. 127, we're on the Krishna conception. Oh, Jai. Okay. So Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai, and this beautiful jewel deity, the Search for Sri Krishna Reality, the Beautiful, page 127, entitled The Krishna Conception. Surrender is not a lip transaction. Surrender means not only to surrender one's possessions, but to realize that the possessions themselves are false. I am not a master of anything. I'm not even a master of myself. Surrender means to give everything to the Guru and rid ourselves of the unholy connection of so many possessions, so that they may not disturb us by always suggesting, "You are my master," and in this way misleading us. We should think everything belongs to the Lord and his delegation, the Guru. I am not the master of anything. That sort of knowledge we should imbibe, and that will be helpful to our real spiritual progress. This is reality. We have to realize this fact. We want the truth, and we want to free ourselves from false notions. So proper diksha, spiritual initiation, imparts the divine knowledge that nothing belongs to us. Not only that, but everything belongs to God, including ourselves. That is the conception of diksha. I belong to him, everything belongs to him, I am his servant, and these are the objects of his service. All those things. Next little subheading, Fool's Paradise. So Guru Maharaj says, this is reality, what he just said. And we are suffering under non-reality in an imaginary world. We are living in a fool's paradise. We should do away with the fool's paradise and try to enter into real paradise. When we have a peep into the characteristic of the absolute environment of reality, and even a little regard for the truth, we can no longer relish the paraphernalia of this world as we did previously. Because we have had a real taste of the higher truth, we will have no charm for this material world. We will no longer feel encouragement to meet with the duties that are relating to this world of enjoyment. We will be indifferent. We know that the connection with the present enjoying mood brings a painful reaction. We know that the connection with the present enjoying mood brings a painful reaction. We can realize that, but we cannot leave it behind.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. We cannot cut off the connection completely in the stage of sadhana, spiritual practice. Still, we have no other alternative. Our affinity for the positive truth should be increased more and more, and gradually our affinity for our paraphernalia and obligations will all disappear. Although repeatedly we may not be successful, still we will be unable to give up the idea. We will attempt again and again to make progress towards the truth. And when we are unsuccessful, our heart will ache to think that we are repeatedly being defeated by the enemies who are all around us. Mental mushrooms. It's that. But the fire of Krishna consciousness is there, and that fire is not to be quenched. It is a spark of eternal truth. So the fire will continue, and the day will come when the enemies that are surrounding us will have to retire once and for all. Jai. One day, we will find that Krishna has gradually captured our whole heart, and the others have retired forever. They are no longer present to trouble us in our mental circle. all the other alternative options. We will find that those unwanted things were like mushrooms. They came out from our mental soil, and now they have all gone and died. They've all gone away, and Krishna alone is in the heart. At that time, the heart is only full of Krishna, full of the Krishna conception. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur once instructed a disciple at the time of initiation into the Hare Krishna mantra that Krishna should be allowed to land in our hearts just as an army is landed by the navy. An army is carried on a ship, and when they have landed, the fight begins and they capture the country. Just as Julius Caesar said, Veni Vidi Vici, I came, I saw, I conquered, so we will have to allow Krishna to land in our hearts. Then the fight will begin. What is the proposal of Krishna consciousness? And what is the proposal of so many other conceptions? They are all giving us their assurances from time immemorial, saying, I shall give you this, I shall give you that. But the Krishna conceptual will enter and say, my claim is this, the whole thing is mine, and you are all trespassers. The fight will begin. The fight will begin. The unwanted things are sure to withdraw And Krishna consciousness will capture the whole heart. That is the process. Krishna consciousness has only to land within our hearts, somehow or other, from a pure devotee. A bit of real Krishna consciousness, just a bit of real Krishna consciousness should enter through our ears into our hearts, and Krishna will supply whatever is required. One who has imbibed, taken in, even a slight regard, even a little regard for Krishna consciousness is assured of success in spiritual life today or tomorrow. Krishna is a thief. It's the next heading. Krishna is a thief. What can it mean? We may have erected high walls on all sides to protect ourselves so that Krishna consciousness may not enter. But Krishna is a thief. And a thief requires no invitation. No preparation is necessary for his welcome. He will enter for his own interest. And that is our consolation, Jai. That is our consolation. Our solace, our hope is that Krishna is a thief. Maya has erected her high walls on all sides, but nothing is sufficient to stop Krishna consciousness. Krishna is a thief, and stealthily he will enter one day. A devotee may become hopeless, thinking, the enemy is in my own house, my own family, my own kinsmen are my enemies. I am hopeless. We may become disappointed. But Krishna consciousness will not leave us in any way. Krishna will persevere. Krishna will persevere.
Oh, so here it is, thinking that I was persevering for all this time.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We may be like, oh, I can't do anything. Krishna will persevere because he can do anything. And in due course of time, he will conquer. And other things, no matter how closely they may be, no matter how closely related they may be in pride. Hare Krishna, let's try again. And other things, Krishna will conquer, and other things, no matter how closely related they may be, in private and well-protected rooms in our hearts, will have to go. They must take leave. They must take leave from every corner of our hearts. Krishna will conquer. Krishna will capture the whole thing. The unwanted, lusty desires of our hearts are foreign things. They're only mushrooms. Like mushrooms, they come out. They have no permanent stability or root. They're not rooted in the soil. We may think that what we have stored in our hearts is very near and dear, and that is already mixed with us as a part of our existence. But when Krishna consciousness enters, they will all float like mushrooms. After all, they are mushrooms. They have no footing, no connection with the soil. They're only floating. All material interests are only floating on the surface. They are not deeply rooted within and without the whole of our existence. Only Krishna consciousness is present everywhere, within all parts of existence. So the mushrooms, Jai Mahaprabhu, so the mushrooms will have to vanish one day. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Pravistakana Ranjena Svanam Bhava Saroruham Dunati Shamalam Krishnaha Salilasya Yata Sharat. when Krishna enters the heart through the ear, when Krishna enters the heart through the ear, he captures the lotus of the heart and then gradually makes all the dirt in the heart disappear. Just as when the autumn season comes, all the water everywhere becomes pure. So also, when Krishna enters our hearts, all the impurities within will gradually vanish and only Krishna will remain forever. Jai. So that's actually the end of that little chapter. That was a short chapter. And then the next, this would have been the perfect chapter yesterday when we were talking with our friend Darius and Emily, and they were practicing their chanting of the Maha Mantra, and we were talking about the Maha Mantra. And here's a chapter. Next chapter is called the Hare Krishna Mantra. But maybe we'll have a little bit of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then we've done 2 and we're being very good. So we'll leave Guru Maharaj's, I still need this. Search for Sri Krishna there, having a very wonderful, hopeful chapter of our hope lies in the thieving propensity of the divine absolute Sri Krishna, the divine. But now we'll move to the Chaitanya Charitamrita for at least a few verses. We're starting a new chapter, which is chapter 12 of the Antya-lila, the loving dealings between Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagadananda Pandit. So another wonderful chapter in store for us. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Jaya Advaita Chanja Jaya Gauda Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chanja Jaya Gauda Bhakta Vrinda. So we'll start with text 1. Shuyatang Shuyatang Nityam Giyatam Giyatam Muda Chinyatam Chinatam Bhaktas Chaitanya Charitamrita. Our Pandit knows this shloka. O devotees, may the transcendental life and characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always be heard, chanted, and meditated upon with great happiness. Jai. May they indeed. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Dhoyamoy. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Kripa Sindhu Jai. Glories to Mahaprabhu is Doyamoy, all merciful, and all glories to Nityananda Prabhu is Kripa Sindhu, an ocean of Kripa, of Sindhu. Jaya Advaita Chanja Jaya Karuna Sagara, Jaya Gauda Bhakta Gana Kripa Purnantara. Kripa Purna Antara. All glories to Advaita Acharya, who is also an ocean of mercy. But this time, Karuna Saga, and previously Kripa Sindhu, meaning an ocean of mercy. Kripa Sindhu, Karuna Saga. All glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose hearts are always filled with mercy. Kripa Purnantara. Atapada Mahaprabhura Vishana Antara Krishnara Viyoga Dasha Spure Nirantara. The mind of Mahaprabhu was always morose and sad because of a continuously manifested feeling of separation from Krishna. Vishana Antara, morose mind. Hare Krishna, Ha Krishna Prananat, Brajanjanandan, Kanyan, Kanya Kanpan, Muralivadan. The Lord would cry, O my Lord Krishna, O my life and soul, O son of Maharaj Nanda, where shall I go? Where shall I attain you? O Supreme Lord, who plays with your flute to your mouth. Ratri dina dasha svasti nahimana. Kashte ratri goya svarup damadara sane. This was his situation day and night. Unable to find peace in his mind, he passed his nights with great difficulty in the company of Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Rai. Eta Gauda Desha Prabhura Yatta Bhaktagan, Prabhu Dekibhare Sabe Kalila Gaman. Meanwhile, all the devotees journeyed from their homes in Bengal to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Not on a bus. Shivananda Sena Ara Acharya Goshai, Navadvipa Sabhabhakta Haila Ekatan. Headed by Shivananda Sen, Advaita Acharya and others, all the devotees assembled in Navadvip. Kulina Grama Vashiara, Jata Kandavasi, Ekachamilila Saba Navadvipa Ashi. The inhabitants of Kulina Gram and Kanda village also assembled in Navadvip. And by the grace, we will also be assembling in Navadvip very shortly from different grammars across the world, from Brazil, from anywhere. Nityananda Prabhure Yadyapi Agyanai Tatapi Dakita Chalena Chaitanya Gosai. Because Nityananda Prabhu was preaching in Bengal, Mahaprabhu had ordered him not to come to Jagannath Puri. That year, however, he went with the rest of the party to see the Lord. Shivasari Chari Bhai Sangatam Malini Acharya Ratnera Sange Tahara Grihini. Shivas Thakur was also there with his three brothers and his wife Malini. Acharya Ratna was similarly accompanied by his wife. Shivananda Patni Chale, Tina Puchalai, Raghava Pandita Chale, Chali Sajaya. The wife of Shivananda Sen also came, and along with their three sons. Raghava Pandit joined them, carrying his famous bags of food. No, it was a regular thing. The pastimes of Mahaprabhu are unlimited, as Kaviraj Goswami himself is saying. He's in his 90s, he's making this in his 90s, with failing eyes and body. And he's saying, I can only write a little bit. These pastimes go on and on and on. I'm just trying to write something down. Data Gupta Vijayanidhi Ara Jata Jan Duitina Shata Bhakta Karila Gaman. Duitina Shata, 200 or 300. Vasudeva Dat, Murari Gupta Vijayanidhi and many other devotees went to see Mahaprabhu. Altogether they numbered 200 or 300. Sachimata Deki Sabe Tara Agyalai Anande Chalila Krishna Kirtana Kariya. The devotees first saw Sachimata and took her permission. Then in great happiness they started for Jagannath Puri, chanting Krishna Kirtana Kariya, performing congregational chanting. Krishna Kirtana Kariya. Shivananda Sena Kari Gati Samadhana, paying the tolls. Shivananda Sena Kari Gati Samadhana, Savare Palana Kari Shukelayana. Shivananda Sen managed the payment of tolls at different places. Maintaining everyone, he guided all the devotees in great happiness. So they say, la plus ça change, la plus c'est la même chose. The more things change, the more they're exactly the same. So even in those days, now when the bus goes from UP into Rajasthan, you have to pay a big toll to the government, and same, even in those days, it was the same thing. You had to pay the dues to the society, the government, the Nawab, the king, whoever it was, but Shivananda Sen is taking care of that. Sabara Shaba Karya Karena Dena Vashashtan Shivananda Jane Uriya Patera Sandhan. Shivananda Sain took care of everyone and gave each devotee places to stay. He knew all the paths leading to Orissa. Ekadina Sabaloka Gatiale Rakila. So Gatia seems to be the toll. Sabha Charaya Shivananda Ekala Rahila. One day when the party was being checked by a toll collector, the devotees were allowed to pass, and Shivananda Sain remained behind alone to pay the taxes. Shabagia Rahila Grama Bitara Vrikshatale Shivananda Vina Vasashtana Nahimile. The party went into a village and waited beneath a tree because no one but Shivananda Sain could arrange for their residential quarters. Nityananda Prabhu Poke Vyakula Hoy Shivananda Gali Pate Vashanapaya. Nityananda Prabhu, meanwhile, became very hungry and upset. Because he had not yet obtained a suitable residence, he began calling Shivananda Sain ill names. Shivananda Gali Pare. Hare Krishna. Tina Puchamuruka Shivara Ekananaila. Boke Marigenu Mora Vashana Deoila. Mahaprabhu saying, Shivananda Sain has not arranged for my residence, he complained, and I am so hungry I could die. Then he says, because he has not come, I curse his 3 sons to die. Hare Krishna. This is the Avadut Nityananda playing his games. Shuni, Shivanandera Patni, Kandita Lagila. Heina Kali Shivananda Gati Haitaila. Hearing this curse, Shivananda Sain's wife began to cry. Just then, Shivananda returned from the toll station. Shivanandera Patni Tada Kaine Kandia. Putra Shapati Chena Gosai Vasanapaya. Crying, his wife informed him, Shivananda Sain, Lord Nityananda has cursed our sons to die because his quarters have not been provided. Tehokai Pauli Kena Marish Kandia. Maruka Amara Tina Pucha Tare Balelaya. Shivananda Sain replied, you crazy woman, why are you needlessly crying? Let my 3 sons die for the inconvenience we have caused Nityananda Prabhu. Hetapali Prabhu Pashe Gela Shivananda. Utitane Lati Maila Prabhu Nityananda. After saying this, Shivananda Sain went to Nityananda Prabhu, who stood up and kicked him. Anandita Haila Shiva Pada Prahapai Sigrabashagare Kaila Gouda Garegia. Very pleased at being kicked. Shivananda Sain quickly arranged for a milkman's house to be the Lord's residence. Charane Dariya Prabhuda Vasaya Laya Gaila, Vashadiya Hrishtaya Kaita Lagila. Shivananda Sain touched the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu and led him to his residence. After giving the Lord his quarters, Shivananda Sain, being very pleased, spoke as follows. Aji Muri Britya Kari Angikara Kaila Jaimana Aparada Brityera Yoga Phala Dila. He said, "Today you have accepted me as your servant and have properly punished me for my offense. Shashti chale kripa kare e tomara karuna. Tri jagate tomara charitra bhuje kona jana." My dear Lord, your chastising me is causeless mercy. Who within the three worlds can understand your real character? Brahmara durlabha tomara shi charanarenu. Hena charana spasha paila mora atama tanu. The dust, as Shivananda is saying, the dust of your lotus feet is not attainable even by Lord Brahma. Yet your lotus feet have touched my wretched body. Aji mora shafala haila janma kula karma. Aji painu Krishna bhakti atta kama dharma. Today my birth, my family, and my activities have all become successful. Today I have achieved the fulfillment of religious principles, economic development, satisfaction of the senses, and ultimately devotional service to Sri Krishna. Shuni, Nityananda Prabhuda Anandita Mana. Uti Shivananda Kaila Prema Alingana. When Lord Nityananda heard this, he was very happy. He rose and embraced Shivananda, saying in great love, Anandita Shivananda Kare Samadana Achaljadi Vaishnavera Dila Vasashtana. Being very much pleased by Nityananda Prabhu's behavior, Shivananda Sain began to arrange residential quarters for all the Vaishnavas headed by Advaita Acharya. Nityananda Prabhuda Sabacharicha Viparita, contradictory, Viparita, Krutahaya Latimari Kare Tarahita. One of Nityananda Prabhu's characteristics is his contradictory nature. When he becomes angry and kicks someone, it's actually for his benefit. Okay, that's a good place to stop before we just go down another little sandy, beautiful pathway of the route to Puri. Another little byway of pastimes. With this beautiful pastime, so we can leave Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and Mahaprabhu and the devotees, Nityananda Prabhu, Shivananda Sain looking after everybody, and we know we have our, we can understand something because we also have experience of these kinds of devotees and these kinds of activities, not kicking in the head and threatening that all your sons are going to die. We'll leave that for the Lord's pastimes.
Maybe a little strangling, no kicking in the head.
Yeah. But the odd headlock. Yeah. But we experience these kinds of devotees who facilitate with great ability and affection, the parikrams and the well-being of the devotees as they move around. So Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Deva Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Rakak Siddha Deva Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai. And the giver of the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita to the English world, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Govinda Rama Shrimad Sudan.
Gopala Govinda Rama Shrimad Sudan. Giri Hare Gopinath Madana Moha. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chanya. Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Rupa Sanatana Mata Raguna. Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raguna. Jaya Gosai Kori Charana Vanda. Jai Jai Vignana Sapushka Pura. Jai Gosai Jamui Tanana. Sansavara Pararenu Mura Pushaka. Anaracharana Sevi Bhakti Saniva. Janame Janame Murare Abhina. Hare Jai Gosai Jabe Bhaje Golava. Shri Radha Krishna Nitalila Korila Praka. Ananda Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan. Majayama Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majayama. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majayama. Hari Nam Sankirtan Sohe Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Jai. 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 Go Premanande! Hari